47 of the world's best SEO experts contributed to this incredible report. And you need to read this if you're doing any type of SEO or marketing online, because this will uncover and tell you exactly what you need to do to rank in AI overviews, map packs, and all these other things. And it comes from the top SEO experts in the world. Now, the people who do this report is a company by the name of White Spark, and they do these every year, but this year it's specifically interesting because it probably shows the most difference in terms of data and influencing ranking factors from year to year, because you and I both know SEO has probably changed the most since last year. And I want to go through two main things in this video that is in this report. The top 5 ranking factors that contribute to you ranking in the AI search engines, things like GPT search, Perplexity, and Google AI overviews, and the top 5 negative things you want to completely stay away from or make sure that your website is not doing. Of course, I'll leave a link to this report, credit where credit's due. You should read this whole thing right here. Now, interestingly, in this report, they tell you the local search ranking factors in groups. For example, what are the top things that you need to keep in mind if you want to rank in the local map pack in Google Maps? The local ranking organic factors, how do you make sure your website is coming up in these local search terms? And the most interesting one, which I want to focus on, is the AI search visibility factors, because this one is probably the most newest one. And before we get to the specifics of what are these factors that make you more visible in AI search, they've kind of clustered this into sections of, and the most impactful clusters of the visibility factors for AI search is one that I'm really happy with because it's one you've got complete control over. And that is your on-page SEO signals. What does this mean, on-page SEO signals? Well, some of these mean website structure, loading time speed, correct metadata, and schema or structured data. There's a few more things that really contribute to on-site SEO, but for me, these are the most important ones. And I think that being the top ranking factor is a good thing because you've got complete control over it. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty. What exactly are the AI search visibility factors? If we look here, and number 1 is the presence of businesses on expert curated, best of, or similar list. Let me give you a quick example of what this looks like. So if you are a PR distribution agency, you want to be listed on blog posts like this, 9 best press release distribution services for 2025. Or if you are a restaurant, for example, you want to be listed on very specific blog posts like the top restaurants for dining outdoors, right? I'm sure you see these all the time, but this curated list of best of, top 10, top 6 are somewhere where you want your business to be. A lot of people ask me right away, this question too, that is, how do I get on these things? And the dirty little secret on SEO is that people pay for these because they are so powerful. You can get yourself an account on PR Newswire, submit your businesses to get listed on these lists. Obviously, your business needs to be kind of good enough for these, but the dirty little truth is that people pay for these citations, meaning to be on these lists. The second top ranking factor is one that makes me the most happy because I probably tell this to people at least once a week. And that is having dedicated pages for each service, right? This is the number 1 mistake that I see people make in our community. And people make the mistake of trying to be a bit more efficient or maybe lazy by putting all their services into one page. And this is practically SEO suicide, right? So really what you need to start doing is having a website structure that looks a little bit like this. And this is a little bit daunting here, but let me go through it. I've done about, 5 videos at this point on how to create the perfect website structure. I'll leave some link below that you can watch. But this is a website site map, a really basic one, but a powerful one for a plumbing business, right? And this indicates here that we've got a homepage. Somewhere in the homepage, I can click through to the services overview page. And in that services overview page, I have all these services listed there. But if I click on one of these, then I go to very specific pages like hot water installation services or pipe leak repair services or emergency plumbing services. You get the idea. Because if you put all these pages, all these services, I should say rather, on one page, they're not only competing against each other, but it's also very easy to outrank you because all I need to do is place a dedicated services page for them. Now, what I recommend is then you take this a step further if your business allows. So what I mean here is if this plumbing business wants to rank in a lot of locations, then I could have another drop down that says, hey, these are all the locations in which we do our business, which we service. And then I can click on a location like Cyprus, for example. And in Cypress, I also have all the individual services pages, where if I click on the individual services pages for emergency plumbing in Cypress, I go to a page dedicated just for that keyword and for those services. The same thing for pipe leak repair in Cypress, kitchen sink installation in Cypress, so on and so forth. And I know a lot of people start asking me around this point, won't I get done for content duplication, or this seems excessive? And no, it isn't. All we are doing is trying to match the search intent exactly for the user, so that if I am in Cypress and I am looking for emergency plumbing services, the large language model, GPT, Perplexity, Google AI overviews can look through its database and they see, I've got the exact page that you are looking for. That's really all it is. And it's so effective because it works so well. And this isn't just theory, but we've provided this strategy and how to do it with automations using AI and making a lot of other things to our community members. And you can see here that Stephen, one of our community members, has done this with more than 127 pages, which are very dedicated services pages. And they are doing 99 booked appointments purely from organic traffic alone. And this is in a very difficult niche, by the way. So not only can I confirm that this works, but it works so damn well that I highly recommend, if you take anything away from this, that is exactly what you do. And if you want to learn how to do these with AI tools and create a lot of these pages to have the right content, to have the right schema so you don't get done for content duplication, you can check out our community. I'll leave a link below. Number 3 is the prominence on key industry relevant domains. Now, this is slightly similar to the first one, where you want to be on a lot of these top 10 blog posts, but this is more about being in the right online business directory that makes sense for you to do so. Again, if you are a restaurant, you want to be on things like Zomato, which is a booking app, or you want to be on things like OpenTable. You not only can be very specific about industry related online business listings, but also local, right? So this is True Local. This is a online business directory for businesses in Australia. You want to find as many of these as you can and place your business on them. And for the majority of them, they offer some sort of free version where you can upload your businesses to these things. You can do a very quick search like find me all the free online business directories in Sydney. And right away, GPT, Perplexity, you can even Google this, will find you the list of the top free directories that you want to add your website in. Number 4 is quality of authority or unstructured citations. So this is another one that I go on and on and on about all the time, but it's also a very simple one to understand. This really can be summarized down to whenever you are making a statement, you need to back it up with data and to link to that authoritative data. So numbers and statistics really aren't optional. You need to back up your claim with numbers and link to that data. Let me show you a sentence that would be not backed up, so therefore wouldn't rank that well. And then I'll show you the same sentence with a piece of backed data. For example, blogging is one of the most effective ways to generate leads for your business. Many successful companies use blogging as their primary marketing strategy. Technically not incorrect, but you're not backing up that statement with any data. The positive one, or the one with data and backed up, would be, according to a 2024 HubSpot study, companies that blog consistently generate 67% more leads per month as those who don't. I've backed up my data, I've given you real numbers, and I've also linked to the peer review article, or the article, that states that. That is something that is non-negotiable, particularly if you fall under your money, your life. So if you write anything about to do with law, finances, health, and even education, you need to back up your statements with data. And here, number 5, the final one of the top AI search ranking factors according to these 47 experts are authority of third-party sites on which reviews are present. So you want to be on things like Trustpilot and all these third-party review websites, as well as obviously Google My Business, and also the reviews have to be really, really good. And interestingly, Facebook reviews are even very, very powerful as well. So if you do have a Facebook business, remember to every now and then ask people not only to leave your review on your Google My Business account, but also on your Facebook profile, and this really will help. And now I want to quickly touch on the top negative factors. This is more tiered towards local business rankings, but regardless, I think it's really important for you to go through them very quickly. Number 1 is your business marked as permanently closed. This makes sense. This is the business being closed on Google Business Profile. Number 2 is having the incorrect primary category within your Google Business Profile. Let's say you're a handyman, but your primary category is plumbers, you're not really matching it exactly as you should, so you won't rank that well. You can have these other things in your secondary categories. And a good tip here as well is if you're a restaurant or things like that, you need to put the secondary category that best suits you. So if you're a Mexican restaurant, there are secondary categories that will better suit that restaurant. The primary category should be restaurant, but the secondary should things like taco bar, Mexican restaurant, and other things that you will find that will fit a lot better with your business profile categories. Number 3, which is really interesting, that is above number 4, is the presence of other profiles in the same category in the same address. This is a bit of a nightmare if you've got 2 businesses within the same Google Business Profile address. It's common with things like shared offices spaces where there are 2 digital marketing agencies, for example, in the same place. This can really be detrimental to your business. Number 4 is low numerical ratings on Google Business, on Google reviews, which makes sense. You want to have your reviews really, really high quality. Number 5 is your business marked as temporarily closed, which makes a lot of sense. If it's opening and closing and opening and closing, perhaps it's kind of not the best business for Google to recommend. Now, it's all well and good knowing all these factors, but then how to implement these factors is a completely different story. And if you want a little bit more support and learn how to use the latest and greatest AI tools and automation platforms to do this, I highly recommend you check out our community. You can try it out risk-free for 7 days. We teach you all the basics from a 7-day SEO action plan, what you need to start doing to really see some results right away. And we also have 2 live Q&As every single week, so you can come up, show us your website, we can give you some live feedback, you can come next week and we can do the same again so you get that support that you need from other industry experts. Again, thanks for watching, catch you in the next one.